Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to L Does Boxing. We're back again with another one. So, we got this boxing recap for this past week, you know what I'm saying, that we're going to touch on. And we also have some news and notes in the sport of boxing that we're going to cover. You know what I'm saying? Like always, feel free to drop a comment. You know what I'm saying? You can change the subject, whatever you want to talk about, feel free to drop that in the chat. You know what I'm saying? Before I get into everything, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button, subscribe. You can follow me on my social media, scrolling across the bottom, Twitter, Instagram, and tap into the website, ldoesboxing.com. So, got that out the way, man. I want to salute everybody coming through for sure. Seeing unseen boxing. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. Teaching the building was good. I want to know L-Dub start on the AI scoring. Yeah, them 10-10 rounds. I don't like them 10-10 rounds, yo. That's the UK shit. So maybe that AI judge is a UK judge. Yeah, I don't like the 10-10. And I think that was kind of wide too. I'm not even gonna lie. And I'm gonna drop my scoring when I get to it for sure. Apple and LDTV, what's good with you, bro? Salute. Appreciate you guys coming through. Winston Lee, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. All right, so we're gonna get into it, man. We're gonna work our way all the way up, and then, of course, we're definitely gonna talk about yesterday that unified heavyweight fight. You know what I'm saying? So just a little recap going back December 17th. So this card was on the Zone. If you guys missed it, it was a holiday card up there in New York. You had Dante Lane. He improved to 6-0, 6 knockouts. He's a good looking prospect. I know he signed with Overtime. He had a couple of fights on this platform right here, so he got to stop his victory body shot over Pacino Hill. Look out for him. So, here, Southpaw, probably like 6'1", 6'2", fight at super middleweight. He pretty solid. Nina Rodriguez, she was a highly decorated amateur. She scored, I think it was a second round knockout. That shit was kind of crazy too. The way she stopped old girl. So Rodriguez actually, like the way this shit is set up, she probably can win a world title in her next few fights at middleweight. Because Carissa Shields vacated 2 titles. One of those titles has been fulfilled. The way she looks, she probably can win a title. You know what I'm saying? Her or Tam Thibodeau. One of them two can win a title. But yeah, she looks solid. And then the main event, Andy Dominguez versus Giovanni Morales. Dominguez had to get off the floor to come back and win this fight. You know what I'm saying? He got dropped early in the fight, came back, dogged it out, and won. Got a decision. So, yeah, I mean, it's one of these cards, yo. You just, you want to check out. If you want to go back and watch it, feel free. Solid entertainment. On the 19th, we had this card from Dominican Republic, Schwan Boxing YouTube channel. So we had a WBA title fight at the top of the bill. So Eric Rosa versus Nader Valdez. This is a good fight, man. It was a good fight. Rosa is definitely the better fighter. You know what I'm saying? Faster hands and all that. Not really a big puncher. But if you see him fight, he kind of look like a mini version of Tank Davis. Southpaw stance, light skin. Definitely don't got the power. I ain't saying that. I know people don't like to make a comparison, but when somebody favors somebody, he do. If you go watch him and look at his mannerisms, you can tell he like Tank. But Valdez was tough. He was rugged. His defense won all that, and he was pressing the action late in the fight. Rosa was dead tired, but he was able to weather the storm, and now he's the new WBA champion at 108 pounds. He's a good fighter, man, but he got some flaws. He's young too. I think he's like 19 or 20, real young, maybe 21 at the most. He still got some growing to do, but he got some fights at that division where he can probably make some bread. Or I know he called out Oscar Collazo at 105 pounds. I ain't gonna lie, that's gonna be a banging ass fight if they ever make it happen. I know my man Broadway Joel. Salute to him. He's Dominican, the voice of Dominican boxing. So he always been talking about reviving the rivalry with the Dominicans and the Puerto Ricans. You know what I'm saying? He said that shit is big. If you guys would, somebody will focus on that rivalry and do it like in New York City. He said that'd be crazy. So maybe Rosa versus the Puerto Rican Oscar Collazo can be a headliner in New York City one day. We're gonna see. I mean, that's the smaller weights. They don't get a lot of attention, but they'll have my attention for sure. So that's what's up. We got a new champion. He said, "Yep." He said 108. Yeah, 108. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. They got politics and all bunch of drama down there too. It's just it don't get covered. But yeah, Eric Rosa a good fighter for sure. All right, here's a world title fight we had in Japan early yesterday. We had Perez versus Velasco. So listen, the fight was a good fight. You know what I'm saying? Perez got off to a good start. He was aggressive, stronger. Velasco got back in the fight. He hurt Perez like in the fifth, towards the end of that round. You know what I'm saying? It was like a back and forth, but Perez closed out the last three rounds real strong. But this fight went to a draw, and that's crazy because the title is still vacant. Maybe these guys are running back or whatever, but it was a good fight. But it's kind of like a bummer because I thought Perez did enough to win. You know what I'm saying? Because he got up to a good start and then he finished strong. Although my man, his opponent was coming back and doing well. I didn't think he was doing enough. So they scored this shit a draw. So the title is still vacant. They're going to lobby to the sanction body to see if they can run it back. You know what I'm saying? Those undercards and shit like that. Porky Medina is faded. He's been around for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So this is for the WBA gold title. Paul Bama ended up getting a 7-round stoppage victory over Medina. This is a cruiserweight fight. You know what I'm saying? Porky Medina way faded. So Paul Bama, like I mentioned, he was on the internet circuit, YouTube circuit, when he first started boxing. He had 14 fights this year. Crazy. But like he ain't really been fighting nobody. And this a cruiserweight fight. It's a WBA gold. Jake Paul he's in good with the WBA. I'm trying to tell y'all, this is first opportunity at a legit, you know what I'm saying, secondary title for Jake Paul. I'm just throwing out that. That's the only reason why I'm mentioning it, because I can see to end up getting the victory. So solid win. Asa Lowe is just on the card because he friends with Tyson Fury. He really don't bring too much to the table. The heavyweight fight, Fisher and Allen. Now this is a good ass fight though. The first 4 rounds though, it was all Johnny Fisher. You know, Allen won't doing shit, but Allen landed a nice left hook like on the top of the forehead. It hurt Johnny Fisher, dropped him, and then from then on out, Fisher was just trying to survive. You know, Dave Allen, he didn't really. He had a long time in that round. He should have got him up out of there. Just to be honest, because Fisher, and I say that because Fisher never regained his legs for the rest of the fight. He was still, even after the fight, when they was doing the reading the scores, that dude was on shaky legs. That's crazy. But Fisher, credit to him, he was able to survive. But yeah, you can tell the lack of experience, the way he was in the Philly shell for no reason, giving up the right hand to Allen. Allen just didn't have no juice to do nothing to get. He started getting tired. So, see, that's what I'm saying, bro. I thought Allen won the fight. I thought he won the fight. I thought the knockdown was the difference. But when you the B side and you fighting and you getting tired and you're not capitalizing on your opportunities, shit like that gonna happen to you. I'm just saying, Johnny Fisher is like a local. You know, he got a big fan base locally. Like he's like if you fighting in the O2 and let's say the O2 seats like, I don't know, 15, 17,000, I don't know. Johnny Fisher can get you 5K up in there. You know what I'm saying? Because he got a local fan base. So who they gonna roll with? I know that shit is not, it sounds not right, but for the promoters, that shit hella right. Because Allen's not supposed to even be there. And he known for not coming up and showing up. So I thought Allen won though. So it is what it is. Bogachup versus Davis. Now this is the first stoppage. All these other fights that I talked about, it was all went to the decision. Bogachup, he was the first one to get a stoppage. Against Ishmael Davis. Ishmael Davis got up to a good start. I like what he was doing. Switching to southpaw boxing, taking a walk, fast hands. That was just the first round. After that, Bogachup was just, we just seen a top level guy versus a guy. Like I mentioned in my breakdown, I said Bogachuck been fighting guys like this before he fought Mendoza, beating them up, grinding them down, breaking them down. So I didn't think Davis was gonna do much. So Bogachuck landed a nice inside left hook to drop him in the second round, and then from then on, he just was beating them up. You know what I'm saying? Methodically, you know what I'm saying? Slow foot, slow hands, but when he get to you, he got to you. You know what I'm saying? Bogachuck is a problem, yeah. He's a problem, and he's like a dark horse in this division. I think he would give a run to anybody in the division. This was a final eliminator in the WBC. So, I mean, that tells me maybe he'll get the winner between. But I'm thinking he should go after Pulev. Pulev just won the WBA regular title. They be counting them shits as official titles, you know what I'm saying? And that would be like something like breaking Mike Tyson's record. Now, they confuse boxing fans when they got the Super WBA, they got this title, that title. We don't know which is which. But obviously, the WBA regular is a springboard title because Dave Dubois won that title against Trevor Bryant, and then look what he went on to do. You know what I'm saying? I say go get Pulev while you can, and if you can kind of market that as the youngest heavyweight champion. But realistically, he'll probably go after the Elijah J fight. And we saying Elijah J had a first round knockout over Stoll Dakers early in the month. That would be explosive if they can make that for sure. Usyk and Fury. So man, another good technical fight. I think a lot of people had it wrong about Fury. Like I was saying, Fury he can gain all that weight he wants to. He's not gonna be able to clinch and hold and bully Usyk one time. He only did it in one round. I think that shit was like round 9 or 10 when he did that. But that was late in the fight type shit. Pretty pretty much kind of similar to the first fight. A lot of technical shit going on. I thought the way I scored it, and I got the scorecards too. I'm gonna put that up too. But it was another technical fight, man. Usyk, I thought Fury got off to a good start with his jab the first round. Then Usyk, I thought those guys was going back and forth in rounds. A lot of these rounds was kind of close though. I'm not even gonna lie. A lot of these rounds was close. I know Usyk was getting the benefit of the doubt by a lot of a lot of people scoring the fight and shit like that. But Usyk is something different. And it's crazy because this is probably one of the best Furies that we've seen. Fury looked good, other than pulling straight back. That was his downfall, pulling straight back. Usyk was fast enough to get him, on the back stretch of that when he leaned him back. But Fury fought well. I thought Fury he had a good little surge in 9 and 10, and then Usyk closed it out to win the fight, 7-5. I had a 7-5 on my card. The judges scored at 116, 112 all across the board for Usyk. Man, it was a good fight though. You know what I'm saying? Usyk is just hard to beat. You know what I'm saying? And Fury, I thought he should have been a little bit more aggressive, but then he probably thinking, damn, I don't want to give up too much because this guy is quicker than me and he countering me. The body work for Usyk was just underrated. You know what I'm saying? It was underrated because Fury took the center of the ring and Usyk really couldn't get to him like that. Like I said, Fury was alright in that fight. It wasn't a bad Fury, but I liked the body shots he was landing. Straight left hands, stab jabs, and that kind of got him in the rhythm. And then once he started to get him upstairs, and Usyk got you already. So Usyk, listen, bro, Usyk is like the generational fighter in the heavyweight division. That's crazy. He beating out all these guys. Beat Joshua twice, Fury twice, beat Daniel Dubois. Usyk won the fight. Fury did well. He boxed well. I think he gave it up. To me, because I thought I don't do 10-10 rounds, but I thought round 3, if I had to get one of 10-10, that's the one. So it could have went either way, right? For me. So and I gave that one to Fury. If I would have gave it to Usyk, it would have been 8-4 like the rest of the judges, but I had it 7-5. So it is what it is though. You know what I'm saying? For sure. Phyllis Nunez, what's good with you, bro? Good morning, salute. Yes, sir. So what's next for both guys? I don't think Fury is finished. I don't think so. He fought well enough where shit. I ain't say I understand the trilogy should be next. Well, he fought well enough where he can beat the rest of the guys, or he can at least be in good competition. The next fight for Fury should be AJ. Those UK fans been waiting for that forever. Don't got no titles on the line, don't got no whatever, but they still love that fight. So that should be next for Fury if he decide to fight. But actually, it wasn't a bad Fury to me. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Usyk, the winner between Dubois and Parker. I like that. I don't like the talk of him going back down to cruiserweight. I don't even know if that's a real thing. You know what I'm saying? We go back to cruiserweight and get the winner, get the Jay Abataya. I think Jay Abataya, if he want that fight, he come to heavyweight. Now Usyk, he said he's not finished, so definitely the Dubois Parker winner. I take that. If we want to start chalking off names, put names on his resume, I mean, this ain't his era. He really don't got a lot left. He really don't have a lot left, yo. Because Wilder, I mean, if Wilder was in like had some wins and stuff like that, and was actually active like that, I would say get that name on your resume if you can. Try to fight, guys that was in your era. But after that, so let's say he fight the winner between Dubois and Parker. After that, you'll have mandatories in. So because Bacoli and FA fight for the IBF mandatory. So I don't know if he'll want to fight one of those guys. You also have Pulev. So Pulev got the regular title in the WBA. Maybe they enforce that so they can get rid of that shit like they got rid of it with the bar situation. It came back to resurface because Manuel Char won a court case against the WBA. So they had to give him the regular title back, and he lost to Pulev. Who else? WBO. So WBO. So with Parker, he gonna vacate his interim title because he's about to fight for the IBF. So in the WBC, okay, the WBC, you got Caballero versus Zane. So he got options after if he want to stay around to keep fighting those guys. He got options. But I would say after the Dubois fight, if let's say Dubois win, Usyk and Dubois the rematch, he beat Dubois. I think he can go home. I think he can ride out and go home, bro. In my opinion, actually, right now I'm satisfied with his career. To be honest, it ain't no mandate that I'm like he gotta fight this guy before he go. Nah, I mean I would love for him to get Wilder opportunity because I fuck with Wilder. I want to see him get the opportunity, but it don't look like that's real. You know what I'm saying? So I'm okay. It ain't looking like it's real, but maybe Dubois. Now the IBF did allow a petition for Salida from Shishkin's team to keep that number 2 spot and be the secondary mandatory. So Shishkin, he won the petition, but he's not getting an immediate rematch against William Skull. 135, the IBF and WBO. Why? Because her stablemates and Matchroom won the titles. Rihanna Dixon won the WBO, and then Beatrice Ferreira won the IBF. Why saying drop the other two? Kameda, he get a lot of opportunities. He's a big star in Japan. So I think this is like his last opportunity. Now Leo, he was supposed to come back January the 18th in his hometown, and he was going to face Arnold Kagai, but obviously Kameda was offering a bigger bag, and plus the IBF ordered this fight, and I think we all knew this is going to be coming up, so we kind of like lost track of Leo as a unification, but yeah. I think he traveled well. I think Leo he equipped for assignment like this, going to Japan, and I expect Leo to win for sure. So yeah, March 22nd. So Jaime Munguia exercised his rematch clause after getting stopped by Bruno Saccharis in the 6th round last week. That shit came out of nowhere. I know this guy wasn't a big puncher on paper, but he got the knockout. So Jaime Munguia was like, he want his rematch. He want his get back. So this fight may be scheduled for like top of the year, March or April, back in Mexico. So that's what it is. Rematch clauses for a reason, I guess. Jaime Munguia, I think he can come back. But we're gonna see how much this shit hurt his ego. Because that was crazy. And that was unexpected too. So We're gonna see. I think he can come back, but so this is what happens, yo. When you Jaime Gear, since he moved up in weight and vacated his title at 154, a lot of his opponents really ain't been like that. They've been like C level opponents, other than like Canelo and Derevchenko was probably a B, something like that. But and when he fought tougher guys, he ended up having real tough fights. And only thing happened last week was his flaws just got exposed that we already knew about. We knew he don't really got no defense, but we thought he had a great chin that he be withstanding that shit. But and then he struggled to make the weight too. That was another thing. So yeah, it was a bad look for him. But he get right back though because he have a team that can get him back active. It's just and he's a big name and guys gonna still want to fight him. You know what I'm saying? Because his name and his style. It's more fan friendly and you can go crazy on Munguia. So we're gonna see though. We're gonna see. He need that wake up call. I always praise his chin. Yeah, he said facts. Yeah, yeah. I thought he had a good chin. I wasn't expecting that. I ain't gonna lie. Matter of fact, I missed the knockdown because the fight was going. It was going like a typical Hamid Munguia fight. You know what I'm saying? I kind of like turned away. Then I heard Christina Puncher screaming and shit. I was like, oh shit, who got style? I don't think this is a setback for Munguia at all. Yeah, it definitely is because he had plans to fight Caleb Plant at the top of the year, or at least like around like May or June. A big fight that got set. That got pushed back. So you know what I'm saying that was free to fight. Was there better fighters to fight other than Hector Luis Garcia, who's not a bad fighter, but and you gotta look at the context too. Those guys had already made the Ryan Garcia fight. Remember, Ryan Garcia was supposed to face Pacicio Justa, Jersey, and he always had good ratings on ESPN. You know what I'm saying? So people have been noticing him, but that the backlash off his last two fights, that shit actually his